Hello my dear students of class 9. Today we are going to discuss about the chapter 16, that is pollution. So here we discuss about the types. What are the types? They are air, water, soil, radiation and noise pollution. So here we define each of them. So now students, let's begin. So here it is the term, that is pollution. So we know here what do you mean by pollution. Pollution refers to any change in the natural quality of the environment brought by the chemical and the physical and also the biological factors. So here we see that pollution occur by any change in the natural quality of the environment. So environment means any type of changes in land, or which means soil, water or air, which the factors that causes change in the quality of those things are the chemical, physical and the biological factors. So now here it is written that environmental pollution refers to any unfavorable alteration of our surrounding, wholly or largely as a byproduct of man's action. So here we see that the environmental pollution refers to any unfavorable alteration, that means that is not good for the environment. So that's why it is called as the an unfavorable alteration of our surrounding, largely or wholly. So here the largely and wholly is means it, the change may occur slowly or suddenly as a byproduct of man's action. So for the man's action, any type of alteration that comes to the environment, that causes the pollution in the environment. These changes may affect man and other organisms. So by the actions of the man, they also became affected and also affect the other organisms. After this, here we are going to know about the pollutant. So what do you mean by pollutant? Pollutant are the products which are released into the biosphere. So what do you mean by biosphere? Biosphere means the sphere that is with land, water and air. So that is biosphere. So in large quantity and which affect the normal functioning of the ecosystem and have an adverse effect on plant, animal and man. So here we see that the pollutant are the product which are released to the air, water and soil in large quantity, and it also affect the normal functioning of the ecosystem and have an adverse effect. So we all know there are various type of ecosystem, that is the air, water and the land. Various type of ecosystem is going on, and this product when it is released to the biosphere, it affect this normal functioning of the ecosystem, that causes adverse effect to the plant, animal and man. So, thus the pollutant is a substance present in the environment which is harmful concentration, which contaminate the air, water and soil. It affect adversely the environment, human being and the other organisms. So here we see, if the pollutant are released to the environment, then it causes in harmful concentration and it contaminate all the air, water and soil, which comprises the biosphere. Now we are going to discuss about the types of pollutants. So what are the types of pollutants? So here we see that on the basis of degradation. So degradation means generally we call the wearing away of rocks. The pollutants are divided into two categories. So here we see that it is divided into two categories, that they are biodegradable pollutants and non biodegradable pollutants. So firstly we describe the biodegradable pollutants. So here we see that the pollutants which can be degraded by the biological and microbial action are known as microgradable pollution. So example, here it is seen that sewage, domestic garbage etc. So, what do you mean by the biodegradable pollutant? The pollutant which can be degraded by the biological and microbial action. So, which means the pollutant which are decomposed by the biological or any microbial action, so that are called as biodegradable. That means which are mixed up with the soil, which does not causes any further pollution. So like the sewage, domestic products, they are get decomposed to the soil. So now the non-biodegradable pollutant. So here we see that non-biodegradable pollutant which are not degraded by the microbes and or degrade at very slow rate are known as non-biodegradable pollutants. So which means the products that are not decomposed by the microbes or any other ways, but it also takes very long time to degrade or decompose to the soil. Both are the non-biodegradable type of pollutant. So here is the example that are glass, plastic, radioactive substance and pesticide. So we know today our main pollutant is plastic, which causes various damages to our environment. Now, on the basis of origin in the environment, pollutants are classified into two. So, here we see that they are primary pollutant and the secondary pollutant. Now, we are going to describe it one by one. So, here we see that primary pollutant. What are the primary pollutant? The pollutant which are directly introduced by the source into the environment are known as primary pollutants. So as we see here that the examples are ash, smoke, fumes, dust, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrocarbons like methane, acetylene, benzene. So which now we are going to describe it. The primary pollutants are that are directly introduced to the environment. So we know that from the industries various ash, smoke and are directly introduced to the environment, so that causes the main pollution in the environment. Now the secondary pollutants are the pollutant which are formed from the chemical reaction of the primary pollutant in the environment is called the secondary environment. So here are the some examples that are nitrogen oxide and hydrocarbon are the two primary pollutants. So firstly we have to know about the secondary pollutant, which means if the primary pollutant are introduced to the environment, then it chemical reaction happen which causes the production of the secondary pollutant that also causes the harmful effect to the environment. Now the examples we go to see here that the nitrogen oxide and the hydrocarbon, these are the two primary pollutants which are released from the automobile. So we know from various type of vehicles the nitrogen oxide and the hydrocarbon causing effect to the environment, harmful effect to the environment. This pollution react in the presence of sunlight to form the peroxyacetyl nitrate that we called as in short that is PAN, the ozone, the two secondary pollutants which are far more toxic than the primary pollutant from which they are derived. So here we see that the primary pollutant get reacted in the presence of sunlight and it forms the peroxyacetyl nitrate that we shortly call PAN and ozone. These are the two secondary pollutants which are far more toxic than the primary pollutant. Now again, on the basis of the existence in nature, the pollutants are also divided in two categories. So they are the quantitative pollutant and the qualitative pollutant. So here we are going to describe it one by one. So first one is quantitative pollutant. These substances exist in nature but they act as a pollutant when their concentration or quantity increase up to the critical level in the atmosphere. So some examples are carbon dioxide and nitrogen oxide. So here we see that in our atmosphere we know that carbon dioxide and nitrogen oxide both are present, but if their quantity level increase then it causes pollution to our environment. So next one we can see here that the qualitative pollutant. These pollutants do not exist in the environment and they are introduced in the environment through man's activity. Example, pesticide, chemical fertilizer, herbicide. So we know here that the quantitative pollutant are that does not exist in the environment but is introduced to the environment by the human activities. So we know in our agricultural process, to fertilize or to increase the yield, the farmers have to introduce the fertilizer or any type of pesticide and chemical fertilizer to the soil that causes heavy yield, but it may also damages the environment critically. So that are called as the quantitative pollutants. So here we see that example is pesticide, that is DDT, chemical fertilizer and herbicide. So here we completed the type of pollutants. Now we are going to discuss about the type of pollution. Now here we are going to discuss about the type of pollution. So what are the pollution that are causes by the different type of pollutants. So now here we see that the pollution can be classified as follows on the basis of the part of environment where it is takes place: the atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere. So here atmosphere means air, hydrosphere means water and lithosphere means soil. It is known as air pollution, water pollution and soil pollution respectively. So here we see this on the basis of the origin, pollution may be natural, which example is volcanic eruption, and anthropogenic or man-made. So here anthropogenic, also known as the man-made type of pollution, is example is the industrial pollution. So here we see that on the basis of origin there are two types, that is natural and man-made. And on the basis of the physical nature of the pollutants, the category included the gases, particles, matter, temperature, noise, radioactivity, etc. So these are as gaseous pollution, dust pollution, thermal pollution and noise pollution. So here we are going to discuss about the type of air pollution. So first we know about the definition of the air pollution. So what do you mean by air pollution? Air pollution means is an excessive concentration of foreign matter in the air. Foreign matter means that is not naturally present in the air, which is adversely affect the well-being of the human being, animal, plant and the environment. So which means this foreign matter can causes harmful effect to the human being, animal and plant also. So the element of the definitions are the concentration of foreign matter in the air, and the second one is which is adversely affect the living and the non-living things. Now what are the causes of this type of air pollution? So here we see that the air pollution takes place through the pollutants of gas, solid, liquid particles of both organic and inorganic chemicals. So which means that are the air pollution is caused by the pollutants of gases, solid and liquid particles. So they can both be organic and also be inorganic chemicals. Gases such as sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, pollen from the plants, etc. are the continuous added to the air. So here we see that the sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, these are all inorganic chemicals, and the pollen from the plants are the organic particles that are causing air pollution. They are continuously added to the air and thereby lowering its quality. Thus, the natural composition of the air is disturbed. So, we know that if any type of element is going to increase in the air, that causes air pollution in the environment. Thus, the natural composition of the air is disturbed by the natural and man-made source. So, here we see that these type of sources that are the carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide, these are all comes from the industries and automobile, thus it is man-made. And the natural are like the pollen from the plants or the any type of volcanic eruption can causes the air pollution. Now we are going to discuss about the water pollution. So first we have to know what do you mean by water pollution. Water pollution can be defined as alteration in the physical, chemical, biological characteristics of water make it unsuitable for designated use in its natural state. So here we see that water pollution can be defined as alteration in any type of physical, chemical and biological characteristics of water. So any type of changes that takes place in the water can causes water pollution, which causes unsuitable for the designated use of the natural state. So we know that if any type of changes that is occurring in the water for adding any type of pollutants to the water, that causes a harmful effect to us or any type of environmental element which is unsuitable for use. Now here it is written that WHO has defined water pollution. So here we know that WHO means World Health Organization. Okay, so which means WHO, full form is World Health Organization, has defined the water pollution as any foreign material either from natural source or the other source that may contaminate the water supply and make it harmful to the life. So which means here WHO defined that any type of foreign materials that are added to the water or as it is by natural or the other sources, it contaminate the water supply and it makes the water harmful to any kind of life. So after this, the pollution of water led to the reduction of the normal oxygen level of the water that causes aesthetically unpalatable effect. So here we see that the pollution of water led to the reduction of the normal oxygen level of the water that causes aesthetically unpalatable effect and spread epidemic diseases. So we know that from the contamination of the water supply, the oxygen level of the water decreases. So that's why the organisms that are living in the water like fish that we eat, that causes effect and spread epidemic diseases to any kind of life. Now that water pollution impact on the entire food chain and affect the human health as toxin from the contaminated fishes, prawns, etc. get deposited in the human tissue. So I said before that the contaminated particles get Previously, I said that the contaminated fish and prawns can affect the human health as the toxins are deposited in the human tissue. This led to the cancer, birth defect, or the long-term health problems. Now we are going to discuss the types of water bodies that are get polluted. So the fresh water come first. So the freshwater bodies are polluted by domestic, industrial, agricultural effluents. So we know that any type of domestic and industrial. So industrial means any type of contaminated water that are deposited into the rivers and lake, and also the agricultural effluents also affect the pollution to the water when the pesticide and chemical fertilizer water get deposited or drained to any kind of river or lakes that may cause the pollution in that river or the lakes. Polluted fresh water is unsafe for drinking. Polluted lakes are unfit for swimming and fishing. All the effluents from the fresh water sources together with their pollutants finally join the ocean. So we all know any kind of fresh water is drained to the ocean, that also causes harmful effects to the ocean. Now the marine water, the marine pollution or the ocean pollution, so which means the marine water mainly denotes the ocean, is spreading harmful substances to oil, plastic, industrial and agricultural waste, chemical particles into the ocean. So we all know mainly the oil is extracted from the soil, that also causes harmful effects to the ocean and also polluted the ocean. The plastic, whichever is major factor for today's pollution, and the industrial and agricultural waste and the chemical particles also causes pollution to the ocean. Now here we see that 80% of the marine pollution comes from the land. So which means land means the industrial pollution, agricultural pollution is all are happening to the marine life due to the land uses. Now the mining for materials such as copper, gold is the major source of contamination in the ocean. The saline water in the ocean also get affected by the thermal pollution and other waste pollutants such as oil spill and nuclear waste. So here we see that the pollutant which causes pollution to the marine life, they are the mining of copper and gold, and the saline water get affected by the thermal pollution. The water pollutants such as oil spill and nuclear waste causes harmful effect to the marine water. Now as a result of marine pollution, all level of oceanic life, that are plant and animal that is present in the ocean, are affected, and in worst case dead zone are created in this marine life.